Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cool and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, and King Dio. The current state of Arlo is an interesting one because I think we are on the early stages of this very popular Nintendo channel kind of falling off a cliff and becoming irrelevant. I've talked about like Arlo for longer than I think almost anyone else has, right? I was talking about him, I think, even before like the Paper Mario video, the really famous one that really rallied a lot of fans to his channel because like he was calling out Nintendo for not making like classic Paper Mario. And since then, he's been like probably one of the most popular creators on the platform because he's not like really all that toxic of a personality. He's not like he's appealing to kids. He has like a lot of things going for him on that front, right? Like he has a Muppet. Like who doesn't love that? But the thing about Arlo, I think, is that he has a very narrow range of interests, right? Like he likes a handful of Nintendo properties and really wants to see sequels to them. Pikmin. Pikmin, Paper Mario, and I think that's about it. And doesn't really have a whole lot of interest like outside of that. He's not really that big of a Nintendo fan, and I do think it really limits his potential as a channel to really talk about things outside of his comfort zone, to talk about things outside of his niche and things like that. I don't think there's really all that much going for him there, right? And but the thing is, Arlo is being inauthentic about this. The thing that I think is really going to change, really going to ruin his channel in the long run is his constant pandering to Nintendo because he's part of the Nintendo Partnership Program. For those of you who aren't aware, Arlo railed on and on about Paper Mario Color Splash. He hated the game. He thought it was garbage. It was hot shit. They should have made the Paper Mario 3. I think that's exactly what he said in his words. They should have made a real Paper Mario game. So he was big on that. Like he was really anti-Color Splash. Now, real gamers, people like me, like kind of praise Color Splash for all the improvements it made over Sticker Star and really appreciated and valued it for what it was. I loved Color Splash. I had nothing negative to say about it really, other than the fact that maybe I prefer the traditional gameplay model of the first two games more. But other than that, like Color Splash was a fine game. The thing is, like Arlo's entire audience up to this point has been built up on that one thing, like the Paper Mario. Modern Paper Mario is bad. So what happens when Arlo returns for Paper Mario Origami King? He defends it this time. Like this time he is defensive of Origami King and like standing up to the critics and saying nice things about it, and it comes off as really shallow and really fake and really hollow. You get the impression that he's not being genuine with what he's talking about. And the reason for that is Arlo is a member of the Nintendo Partnership Program. He gets games for free from Nintendo and gets to participate in events and gets kind of all kinds of like neat perks and benefits for being part of that program. Like it is in Arlo's best interest to remain on Nintendo's good side because there have been a lot of Nintendo YouTubers, including legendary Anger Boy, the Diaper Boy, the Bit Blog, Josh Thomas, who have been like kicked out from the program entirely due to like not praising Nintendo's games enough. And Arlo, I think, is concerned about what Nintendo would think if he didn't cover their products positively enough. And that, I think, really affects his objectivity, and it really affects his opinion, and it really affects his judgment. And it's one of the reasons why I always say, don't join the Nintendo Partnership Program. It's not worth it. Like, if you're not like really enjoying the games, like you should be able to talk about that, right? You should have the freedom to do that if you really truly don't like them. But when it comes to like the people in the Nintendo sphere, I'm seeing a lot of people like pretend to like certain games in order to get like benefits from Nintendo. And I think in this situation, Arlo absolutely did that. I don't believe he was genuine about liking Origami King more than Color Splash. I don't believe he was completely he was being completely genuine, and I think I know why. Obviously, I can't prove it. This is just speculation. I don't even like watch Arlo's content that much, but this is just something I've observed, and one of the things I think is going to lead to the death of his channel in the long run is being inauthentic with his audience.